Happy New Year. I'm sure that there are some of you watching this video who got money from the holidays or different streaming equipment that want to start making the content, or you're waiting to purchase content and just doing your research. Use this video as a stepping stone into the actual in-depth videos, but I want you to start here to have an idea of what it means to going into creating content. You see 1,000 videos go up a day on how to improve your streaming or pre-made content. The problem is that each one is brought to you by a creator who has a $10,000 setup and, oh, hey buddy, or some sort of relationship with the brand that they're promoting. So while it may not say or be a hashtag ad, it's more like a relationship building. Basically, a company sends you a product hoping that you use it in one of their videos, and then that's how they start to form the beginnings of a contract. So the point of this video is no relationship, no contract, just 3 useful tips I think that go into creating good content, or at least having people stick around. The only thing I'll say is if you find this video at all useful, just share, like, comment, trick the algorithm into thinking it should be promoted. I do care about these videos, and obviously I want people to see them and not be crowded by big creators. And if you're curious on simply why you won't make it streaming on Twitch, please check out my other video. It'd be greatly appreciated. Let's start. The first tip I'm going to give you is focus on your audio. Statistically, the #1 important feature for a stream is its audio. Viewers have reported that video, while may not be perfect, they're sticking around because they can hear everything clearly. And before you think to yourself, I don't have the money to buy an expensive XLR mic with an interface, just know you don't have to do that. Now, that being said, of course, the more money you spend, the better raw output you're going to get from your devices, but there are functions and features out there that allow you to take simple USB microphones in order to create good audio. The first way to do that is to research. Look up. Simply finding one of those videos online that tell you how to improve your audio is a great way to start. You'll find them on adding filters, downloading software, and even simple things like microphone position. This microphone is pretty close to my face, but you can't see it because I've angled the camera in a certain way to capture the full frame, but that is all achievable with a simple USB microphone. I want to say, while you can stream with a headset mic, they're not really geared to capturing good audio. So I was going to say, if you're going to make any form of content, at least go with the USB microphone. That way you can have a dedicated audio input source instead of the headset that comes on headphones. It's just not good. Also, you're not a professor giving a principle of economics lesson on Zoom. You should probably have a decent microphone. Software like Audacity are free and have built-in editing capabilities that make your audio sound great. Pair that with a cheap USB mic like the Blue Yeti or Razer Siren, and you're already going to have better audio. Now, if you are willing to drop money on an XLR microphone, you can go with some that sit around $100, like the Audio-Technica AT2040 or the Shure SM7B, both great USB options made by very reputable companies that are going to give you a good raw output. But the most important part of an XLR microphone is going to be its interface. That's the little box that you plug the microphone into. Box goes to the PC. A great budget interface is the FocusRite Scarlett. I actually use that as well, and recently I bought the Audient Evo 4 thinking it would be an upgrade, and it's got this feature called Smart Gain Sense, but to be honest, it ended up just playing around with other software and f***ing it up. And for that, I think the FocusRite is a lot better. Again, not a hashtag ad, I'm just telling you it's a $100 interface that gets the job done. If you pair an XLR microphone or even a USB microphone with an interface, you're going to have some pretty solid input. Take those things plus filters, mic position, and you're going to have some really good audio output. This means more people watching, sticking around, and more dream chasing, baby. The second tip I'm going to call unique production. It's a blanket term that encompasses a few things, but ultimately, it means make your content yours. Nothing's worse than when you open someone's stream or YouTube video and they have the same Fiverr intro that 1,000 other people have. It comes off as lazy and like you're just kind of throwing things into your content to lengthen it a little bit. I would say take the time to get good at production tools. That's digital things like editing, animated effects, all the way to physical things like understanding lighting or different camera lenses if you are going to buy an expensive camera. I'm certainly no pro, but I think in the last 2.5 years of intermittently making YouTube videos, my quality has improved. And granted, I've bought some upgrades, but there are things that I try to improve on with each video to make it just that much better. And over time, those things compound. Next thing you know, you're making videos like a pro. All that is to say, get good at your craft. If you care about making content and think you have what it takes to be the next big act, then put the time into creating content that is unique and yours. That's common sense, but sometimes you just need to hear it. If you're making your own stream, make custom alerts. If you're creating pre-made content, make a little social thing that goes in the bottom of your screen and shows you, where to follow you. Whatever it is, play with it, have something, do something fun and new. All of these things compound and are small but key improvements to making your quality of production that much better. And also, I think my camera is slowly lowering to the ground. So if for some reason I start up here and move down, it's because my tripod sucks. Again, something I can upgrade later. Small improvement. Remember, your unique production goes alongside with your unique content. Creating this type of stuff is purely visual, and if people feel that they are enjoying watching what's going on around you, they'll enjoy watching you. And I think it means a little more when you create your own stuff. It'll mean more to your audience, mean more to you, and ultimately in the end, you're building a new skill and not paying some Fiverr artist $15 for some shitty intro. I'm trying to see if my camera's lowering. It's really pissing me off. I'm gonna adjust this real quick. Yeah, it was definitely falling. That's super awkward. Okay, on to tip number 3. Again, this is more of a theoretical tip than it is an actual tangible thing that you buy. When you clean your room and your productivity skyrockets, you feel like you can do a lot more. The same idea goes for when you're creating content in a space that you enjoy. I make all of my content here at my desk, but I'm basically always in this room. It's my studio, my living room, and my kitchen. The only thing I don't do in here is sleep. It gets the job done, and I like to make my space enjoyable, but at the end of the day, if you're streaming or making pre-made content around trash and mess, you're not going to feel inspired, and it's going to reflect in your work. Another tip is to look at the big creators who make the same type of content as you. Odds are they're doing it in a very beautiful setup that's probably sponsored, but they at least have a dedicated space that is there for creating. But that doesn't mean you have to dump thousands of dollars into your setup only to upload once a month. It just means you have to create a space that's comfortable for you. Get inspired, hang posters on the wall, add your favorite anime, whatever it is, just make sure it's your space. Could be minimalistic, could be tons of RBG with your crappy G Fuel behind you. The idea is look good, feel good, work good. It's terrible grammar, but you get what I'm saying. Now, I wanted to keep this video short because these tips really are simple and there's some common sense to them, and there's no reason to drone on about things that you probably already know, but sometimes it's about hearing it, right? From a creator who just genuinely likes creating and has fun with it. I think you should do the same. Plus, this video is not 25 minutes long showing off an impressive setup simply because that's not where I'm at in my stage of creation. And I don't know if I'll ever get there. We take it one video at a time, but if we can share collectively ideas, then why not? Do yourself a favor and take the time to enjoy content creation because like any hobby, those who have the money to dump into it, they're going to be held to a higher standard. Take advantage of being a small creator on a large platform. You get to mess around with ideas and nobody's really going to care those changes you make because you're not that established. So hopefully those 3 tips help you get started in the creation of your content. Remember, audio, unique production, and productivity workspace. Those are the 3 things that you need to focus on. And good luck, happy creating. Tag me in some of your work. I'd love to check out if this video helped you at all. I'll leave a comment. I'll tell you what I think. I'll be honest. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Appreciate it. Thanks.